What are proper fractions? Proper fractions are fractions that are less than 1. So a proper fraction is a fraction that is less than 1 whole. A proper fraction is a fraction that is less than 1 whole. Let's look a little bit closer at proper fractions. Imagine it's my daughter's birthday. Here, I've baked a cake. I've cut up this cake into 13 pieces. So that was a whole cake, one whole cake. I've cut it up into 13 pieces. I've cut it up into 13 pieces. Before I gave away, or before her friends took any of the cake, it's 13 out of 13. So here we have the whole thing. Nothing was eaten, nothing was taken, is 13 out of 13. So 13 out of 13 is the same thing as one whole. If I cut up the cake into 10 pieces, 10 out of 10 would be the same thing as one whole because I've not given away any. If I cut it up into 5 parts, 5 out of 5 would be the same thing. It would be one whole because I've not given away any. So when the numerator and the denominator is the same thing, we can replace that with a number 1 because it's one whole. So 13 out of 13 is the same thing as one whole. 5 out of 5 is the same thing as one whole. It means you have not given away any. Now let's get back to proper fractions. Imagine that her friends came. They took one piece, took another piece, took another piece, and then took another piece. Here what we have left is less than 1 cake. We have less than 1 cake. Remember that the cake was cut up into 13 pieces. So how many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 pieces left. We have less than 1 cake left. So that is a proper fraction. If we wanted to find out how many pieces were eaten, 9 and 4 is 13. That would be a proper fraction as well because the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So one way in which we describe a proper fraction, we say a proper fraction is a fraction in which the numerator is smaller than the denominator. And the reason for this is because it's less than 1. So imagine that the cake was so nice that when the friends are leaving, they came, Miss, can I get a piece for my sister? They know it's not the sister they're carrying it for, no, they're carrying it for themselves. But they want another piece. So another friend came, and another friend came and took another piece, and another friend came and took another piece. Here I have more cake left, but I have less than 1. So what I have left there, the fraction I have left there is a proper fraction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 pieces left. But if I was asked to describe the fraction I have left, remember it was originally out of 13. So because it was originally out of 13 and now I have only 6 pieces left, I have that 6 out of 13. That is a proper fraction. So a proper fraction is one in which the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Let's look at another question that could come up on proper fractions. If I have 1 take away 3 over 6, how are we going to do that? 1 whole take away 3 out of 6. What you need to look at is that means the cake is cut up into 6 parts. So this is the same thing as saying 6 out of 6 take away 3 out of 6. And our answer is 3 out of 6. If I'm given 1 take away 3 out of 12, all I'm going to assume that here, or I'm going to say to myself, oh, this is 1 cake. I've given away 3 out of 12. That means I did cut up this cake into 12 parts. So that means that's 12 out of 12, take away 3 out of 12, and that's going to give us 9 out of 12. What about 1 take away 2 out of 9? All that means is that 1 cake I've cut up into 9 parts. So I could change this and write 9 out of 9 take away 2 out of 9. And then my answer to that would give 7 out of 9. So here we have a proper fraction. A proper fraction is out of 1. Anything that's less than 1 is a proper fraction. With a proper fraction, the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So with a proper fraction, the numerator is smaller than the denominator. It means less than 1.